Dear students, welcome to NRS YouTube channel. In the previous class, we discussed the role and importance of computer. So, in that concept, the remaining two sub-concepts we have, that is one is IT in e-governance and public services, and IT in science and engineering. Right? So, in the previous class, we discussed that is IT in commerce, IT in business, IT in entertainment. So regarding that, IT in entertainment, right? We have been discussed IT in communication. We discussed, right? So dear students, today we'll see IT in e-governance and public service. So today, most of the governments, it may be the Indian government or a state government, all they have their respective websites. Again, in that we have websites of respective department, right? If it is a educational department, we have separate website. If it is a employee department, we have a separate website, right? So for each and every government has adopted information technology, right, in their governance. So here IT in e-governance and in public services. It means for the e-governance in the sense, most of you have heard that, right? So today what we saw that regarding the Aadhaar card, right? Aadhaar card in the sense, so each and every citizen of India, he has provided his basic information for the government, right? So with the help of, that is e-governance, with the help of information technology, the government has taken all the basic information of every citizen of India, right? So again, so this basic information will be helpful for the further usage, right, for the citizen of India and for also for the government. So these data are very important, right, to carry out for the next budget, next planning, right? Suppose if you go to any hospital, right, so everywhere now everywhere they will ask the Aadhaar card. So with the help of that Aadhaar card, they will get some information, right? So I think governance, e-governance in the sense what? E-governance in the sense, you can observe that. So in not only in Karnataka, you can go for anywhere, right, in India. So every government has to take some webinars, right? It means, so in a centralized place, the higher authority, he can discuss with his employee, or the higher authority, he can conduct the meetings with the help of that information technology. That comes under information technology, right? So suppose you have a situation that you can't go to that particular place, so it means you can conduct the online meeting with the help of different applications. You can conduct online meetings. So in e-governance, most of the that ministers or MLAs or a chief minister, he can conduct the meetings, right? So that comes under e-governance, right? In public services, suppose if you come to the public services, right? Suppose if you come to the allotment of ration card, allotment of Aadhaar card, allotment of election card, right? So these all comes under the public services. In these public services, along with applying the government jobs, right? So that everything, the notifications, right? So they can, everything will be posted in the websites, right? So like that, the government will help the citizens to apply that particular thing, whether it is a job related or any amount query, or whether it is anything, right? So the citizens, they can easily get the idea or information about that particular project, right? So that comes under IT in e-governance and public services. So next we have IT in science and engineering. IT in science and IT in engineering, right? So students, many of the scientists or engineers, they should adopt information technology in their workplace. Just one example, we can go with any civil engineer or any mechanical engineer or automobile engineer. So for the designing that particular product, right? Keep in your mind whether it is in production department, especially whether it is automobile related or anything. Before going to product that particular develop the product, they will design it with the help of computer and different softwares. They will design. So what is the dimension of that particular product, right? So everything before going to production, they will decide it. It means they will plan it, and after designing, after well designing that particular product, then that product will be go to the production, right? So it means, so whatever the designing in the sense they are planning, right? So after planning that particular product, after designing that particular product, then only every product will go to the production. So before production or before without any designing in the computer that particular product, it will not launch and it will not go for the production. So information technology, especially for engineering, is very very important. And if you come to the science space, in science, for any research purpose, right? So we need a computers, right? By if you come to the science, when you launch the satellites, when you want to launch the satellites, there we will use the the computers, the high rich computers they will use to communicate with the satellite machine, right? So this comes under IT in science and engineering, right? So in the next class we'll start one more concept, that is IT enabled services of India. Okay, so in India, what are the IT services will be enabled? What are the IT services, right? So outsourcing IT resources. So how our country is resourcing, that IT industry, how they developed, right? What are the different companies we have, IT resources companies, right? So to outsource the IT is also a big thing, and in India is already in progress, right? So regarding that, we'll see in the next class. Thank you.